John, how tough is it to limit someone like Gordon Hayward?
You know, Gordon is a very seasoned player at this point. Um, he just knows what to do with the basketball in his hands, honestly. And you know, he's very smart. Like I said, cerebral guy. Didn't expect him to go for 40 something tonight. Um, but I mean, overall, a great player. I mean, you got to respect his game.
Chris Kirschner.
Um, After the Brooklyn win last week, your confidence was sky high in the potential of this team. I'm curious, after losing 3 straight, how are you feeling now?
Yeah, I still feel like our potential is very high. As I said before, a lot of new things, a lot of new pieces to work with and to try to gel, as well as us being young. I feel like all those are excuses, you know what I mean, for us going out there and just trying to win the game. But there's just a lot of different factors that factor into us losing these games. But honestly, I don't want to harp on anything besides us trying to go out there and win the games that we should.
Back to Sarah.
John, it seems like there have been some games where you guys will have a stellar first quarter and then struggle to close games out, or sometimes you'll struggle to start the game like tonight. How do you guys kind of focus on what can you guys do to play more of a complete game and make sure you can kind of string those together?
Starts in practice, really. Trying to execute, trying to get the small things handled, making sure guys know where their spots are, understanding matchups defensively. It's the small things for us as a young team. As I said before, the intricate details that end up building to us becoming a great team. So that's where it starts.
Trey kind of said that Brandon Goodwin obviously did a good job off the bench. Trey really sung his praises. What did you see out of him? Not necessarily just scoring, but also running the offense when you guys kind of needed a spark plug.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what BG is. He's one of our spark plugs. Tries to come off the bench and do exactly what he did today, add impact and effort. So, you know, for me, not praise him, but I expect that from BG at this point, being with us for a pretty good while now. It's my brother, so I'm always trying to, you know, see him succeed.
Thank you.
Edwin Powell.
JC, did you feel you guys had a good game plan going in? You feel the coaching staff had a good game plan going into tonight's game?
Oh, yeah, I definitely feel like we had a good game plan. I feel like we scouted the correct way in terms of knowing personnel, knowing what we were trying to do. Obviously, when we're on the court, stuff doesn't always work to the game plan as the coaches had it. So be that as it may, we have to do a better job of trying to adjust and go from there.
Jamila.
Hey, John.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you? Thank you.
Good.
So I saw you off the bench, you know, when Kevin Herter hits that 3, you guys cut it to 11. What is it like to see him kind of have that offensive burst off the bench, you know, scoring 19 points? What is it like for you to see that?
Yeah, I'm, you know, again, Kevin is my brother as well. I'm always happy to see him do well, do his thing in his element, shoot the ball. Shooters got to shoot, and Kevin was shooting the ball and trying to play his game tonight. So, as I said, high praises to Kevin as well. I always like to see one of my brothers do well.
Chris.
After blowing 2 second half leads in back-to-back games, did you expect the team to come out with more energy? Because it looked like in the first half, I mean, there just wasn't much energy out there.
I mean, of course, you know, I mean, we always are expecting or trying to get more energy out of all our guys. You know what I mean? That's always the game plan, to just play as hard as we possibly can for 48 minutes. And as I said before, when we try to change things or when we need to change things, it's about us adjusting and keeping that energy to win the game. So,
Our final hand up is Raphael Haynes.
Hey, John, how's it going today? It's Raphael from the 3-point conversion.
Ralph, I'm doing good.
So, don't think that this had any bearing on the game. I don't know, but before the game, you see what happened in DC on Capitol Hill.
Yeah, I did.
Is it hard to kind of get up for a game knowing that you know, looking at all of that and seeing what's going on and knowing it's not right?
in a weird way, I'd say right now or for the past year, it's been kind of normal, honestly. But obviously, definitely something that I've had to take into account for today, being that it could be a national, emergency case of things that could possibly, shockwave and affect us. So it's always about being ready and just trying to be locked in for my job as well. But at this point, seeing something like this is almost, as I said before, kind of normal because we're just in a very rough time in our country. Say it, delight us.
Thanks.
All right, JC, thank you very much. That was our final question.
Thank you, guys.
John.
Thanks, John.